It's so easy to just say thank you to Carolyn Wallace because she and Jim were and are an institution in our town, and more than an institution, they saved so many lives of children.
When I met Carolyn, and I can't remember exactly, but it's well over 40 years ago, when she and Jim were beginning to help children in the apartment where they lived. I don't think at the time that they thought that whatever they were doing then would grow into such a wonderful expanded program for the children of Newark and their families, but it did because of their hard work.
International Youth Organization helps young people throughout the city of Newark. Carolyn Wallace has been a fixture here in the city, and James Wallace also. And their vision has been to make the city a better place.
IYO was founded by 76-year-old Carolyn Wallace and her late husband James. A local hero, Mrs. Wallace has been dedicated to helping the troubled youth of Newark for the past 40 years.
The goal of IYO is to make sure young people become productive citizens.
For Mrs. Wallace to be a mother figure, a mentor for all these kids, that's something that's really incredible.
If we don't take our community serious, people come into Newark and just dump garbage. And we want to send a message to the world. We care about our neighborhood. We're tired of it looking like it is. There's going to be no more bodies over there. There's going to be no more drugs over there. There's going to be no more murders over there because we are not going to stand around and let it happen. She's
been called the Mother Teresa of Newark. She's been called the conscience of Newark. To me, she is a friend of Newark, a friend to all of Newark, to Newark's neediest children and to their families.
Carolyn Wallace is the Mother Teresa of our times. What Mother Teresa was to the people of Calcutta, Carolyn Wallace has been to the young people and their families in the city of Newark. She's an unsung hero. She has lived every hour that she has had on this earth.
Carolyn never really stops working. She's practically lived at the IYO. Her children and grandchildren can tell you that they never know who's going to be at the dinner table when they come home.
I remember growing up, I used to think that everybody was our family because everybody loved her. Everybody called her mom, grandma. So growing up, I just thought the world was my family, which was okay.
Just love her dearly. Just a blessing to have.
I love her very dearly. She's a phenomenal woman to everyone, and she do anything she can for everyone.
And as I grew older, I came to realize that what she was doing was God sent.
I too had to share you with a lot of the world, but I thank you for teaching me that words had meaning. Through your life, I've learned that certain words has to be used in order to describe you. Words like conviction, determination.
Well, what can I say? I always refer to Mrs. Wallace as our then mother.
Carolyn Wallace has been more than a grandmother, like family.
Carolyn is a revolutionary. She is my hero, and I want to be just like her when I grow up.
Congratulations, Carolyn. This is an honor, well deserved. We all love you.
Thank you, Carolyn, and good luck. This is your day, so enjoy.
She's touched thousands of lives, and I commend her for that. I respect her, I honor her, and I wish her well tonight. Congratulations, Carolyn.
I just want to say I love you, Grandma, and you deserve everything you get. And I just hope you stay here 100 more years to keep blessing the world. Have you already done?
I love you, and I wish you the best.
Love you, Grandma. Mwah.
Ma, I love you very much. I thank you for being the mother you are, a grandmother and a great-grandmother, and we love you.
I love you, and I understand that just like everything else, love is not a word, but it's an action. And so I only hope that my actions have proven that I've loved you.
It's my pleasure and my honor to congratulate you, Carolyn, tonight. It's on your shoulders we stand. Women in support of the Million Man March have stood on your shoulders, and hopefully we've made you a little proud, but you're a hero. We love you, we respect you, we honor you, and you are more than deserving of the NJ PAC Award for the Elders tonight. Thank you so very much for all that you do for our children.
I'm here to honor a colleague and a good friend, John L. Smith. When you hear that name, it's synonymous with the Newark swim team.
I'm Maurice Dubois. Now, 4 stories. Jason Collins' mom had a dream, and Jason had the drive to pursue it. But it took a dedicated coach, John L. Smith, to lead the way. Together, they've conquered troubled waters. Sometimes making a big splash in life starts with a small ripple in the water. At least that's the way Coach John L. Smith sees it. He helps Newark City kids get off the streets and into the swim of things.
It was 16 years ago, 1981. Basically, of course, my daughter was involved in a summer swim program here in the city of Newark. And I saw so many other kids who were involved in that program demonstrating potential in terms of being good swimmers, and that most of our swimmers came from outside of the city. And I thought this was rather ludicrous that something like that could happen when we had so many kids in the city who had potential. And I felt basically that it was time to probably try and do something about that.
And do something he did. Over the last 16 years, the Newark swim team has grown with every passing year. And the team has added more than one championship to its list of achievements.
But what really motivates me is the fact that I'm looking at children who are involved in a discipline sport, who basically are given of their time, who could be involved in other destructive things, who want to achieve something. But that's not the important thing. It's seeing that these kids achieve their goal in life. And that's what motivates me. Someone has to do what I'm doing in order for kids to progress in today's society. It's a heck of a sacrifice, but I think it's well worth it.
But if developing a competitor takes a plan, keeping a swim team afloat takes vision and dedication. And in the case of the Newark swim team, those qualities come in the form of John L. Smith.
I first met John in 1981 when I read about John in the Star-Ledger. He was working with a group called the Newark Swim Team. He was coaching them, a group that he had started from scratch. John's sense of humor and his integrity and his joy of being are always a great experience when you're working with him. It brings a positive sense, a sense that things can be better than they are now, a sense that you can achieve more, which I'm sure is the same sense that he gives to all his young swimmers when he coaches them.
He taught them to become achievers, to work towards the impossible, and never to doubt themselves.
Growing up, I was a problem child. I assure you that you would have not wanted me in your class. And even in the midst of that, Coach Smith was able to fine-tune my energy and be able to help me to channel my energy in order to excel not only in swimming and sports, but also in life.
John L. is someone who I believe is a man of integrity, whose whole life and whose whole adult life has been defined by his sense of charity, service, his sense of justice and fair play.
It was really a pleasure to have Coach Smith available as a mentor, available as an athletic coach, available as just a life teacher. And it's essential. If we don't have that, young boys end up doing the things that you see in the news.
I just want to thank him for his friendship. I congratulate him for his award tonight. And he continues to be an inspiration to me and all those who know him, and a guiding light to all those who would follow.
Thank you for your foundation, Coach Smith.
Congratulations, John L. Smith, on this very well-deserved recognition.
I salute you, John L.
Many years ago, someone shared a quote with me that stayed with me. The quote said, "The greatness of a man is not measured by how many people serve him. It is instead measured by how many people he serves. And John L. has exemplified the true meaning of those words with all his accomplishments throughout the community.